Hello fleshies, how are you doing today? Here's another trends video on older generation and also the fact that I want to talk about dysphoria. Dysphoria is one of them things that people think that one day you get up and you look in the mirror and go, oh, I don't have the right body parts, but that's not always how it is. Dysphoria comes in many different shapes and sizes for many different people. My dysphoria came at a very young age. Mine came when I was about probably 3 years old, and I hopped up on the sink at my parents' apartment and got out the shaving cream and rubbed it all over my face and took out my dad's razor, and don't worry, it was that old kind that the razor blade came out. And I started shaving and didn't think nothing of it. I was going to be like my dad. That was the start of a downfall of a series of events that really brought me to my depression. My parents were very relaxed. They really didn't care if I played with Barbies or cars or whatever. I had lots of friends. I played sports. I did a lot of bicycle riding. I was an outside kid, so it didn't matter. Climbed trees. As for clothes, my parents were kind of lenient with that too. They didn't care if I wore dresses or pants, so I picked pants most of the time. So I really didn't have that like, oh, you're a female, so you have to do this, or you're a male, you have to do that. I didn't even think about it. I knew I was a boy from the very beginning of when as far back as I can remember, and don't really have any doubt about that. As I was growing up, though, it was apparent that I was a little different than everybody else, because what I thought and felt that I had wasn't the same as what everybody else thought and felt that I had. At 6 years old, I told my dad there was something missing. I'm supposed to have a penis like everybody else. And my dad's assumption to that was, honey, you can do anything you want as a girl. You'll be fine. If you want to work on cars, or if you want to play in the dirt, that's fine. You're fine. You're just a little girl, and that's okay. That was my first experience. I was like 6. So I kind of tucked that away. But the more I got out into the society, the worse it got. School was very rough for me. I didn't fit in because I was wearing jeans and t-shirts and had my little wallet, and I didn't associate with the whole purse thing and carrying makeup, and it just didn't feel comfortable. I did a couple times, and I lost that stupid purse every time I carried one. So I went straight to the wallet, and it was just little things that was kind of like made me kind of feel like I was standing out. But to me, when I looked in the mirror, I was like, I didn't really notice that the reflection in the mirror was kind of a different person. I just kind of thought that everything else was going to grow and catch up. And I was like, it's just going to take a while. Until about 11. And then I was really a depressed child. I didn't really want to go outside. I didn't want to see anybody. After that, I was kind of like housebound. And that's when it all started. It started at puberty. And it was little things that had to be brought to my attention because I really didn't think nothing about it. The first time was we had a pool out back, and we were hot. It was summer. Me and my brother was playing badminton, and he jumped in the pool, and I jumped in behind him. And I must have been a little bit too older, and my chest must have been developing because my mother screamed out the window to come here. And she says, you can't jump in the pool like that. You have to wear a bathing suit. And I think that's when I first like put 2 and 2 together, like, what I think I'm feeling inside is not what's on the outside. And it was just little things like that. It's like, oh, I can't just go shirtless. So yeah, that's how my dysphoria started. And then after it really sunk in that I was different, I was like, it's okay. I know who I am. I'm a boy. I met my girlfriend, my fiance, and I did come out to her, and I said, you know, I really like you, and I'm I'm not the girl you think I am. I'm really a little boy. And believe it or not, she believed me. And that's when things were happily ever after. Not. So from then on, I kind of led this secret life of just, if I was in the house and me and her were together, then it was okay. But outside of that, I guess it didn't really dawn on me that the depression and the anxiety was catching up. It was just, it was little by little. Every year, it was like, I didn't go out as much, and I didn't go swimming, and I didn't. So it was little things that I was doing, that my mind was doing to me, to keep myself safe and protected, to be the person that I wanted to be, and the person that I am. So slowly I stopped like going to the beach, because that was very hard for me, because I was like, I had it in my mind that I was one thing, and then I had to put on this show for some, as somebody else at the beach. So I stopped going to the beach. I stopped wearing shorts. I stopped. And then it just got worse over the years. It was like, instead of 1 layer of clothes, then 2 layers of clothes, and then 3 layers of clothes, so I wouldn't have to put a bra on. And then it was like always wearing jeans, never wearing anything else, because I didn't want to, my figure. It was just, and I think I was covering it up slowly but surely. So I only felt comfortable at home in my house with really baggy clothes on, and just me and my fiance. Other than that, it was horrible. And I just withdrew from life, from people. And I'm a very happy person, believe it or not. Everybody's like, how can you be so happy every day? And I was hiding that, because on the outside I was happy and nice and wonderful, but on the inside I was really dying. I did do some crazy things. I went to see a psychic, because back in the day there was no such thing as trans people. So I went to see a psychic because I was like, maybe she's going to tell me I really am a boy. Well, after lots of money, she never really said that to me. And then I just kept withdrawing, and then soon it got to a point where not only it was physically damaged, it was psychologically damaging, but it was physically damaging too, because then I got sick and I had aches and pains and depression, and I got to a lot of points where I just wanted to die. And I would ask God every night, please take me. This is not my life. I don't know why I'm here. I shouldn't be here. I'm a boy in the wrong body. I don't know why I'm here. And I went through a lot of heartache. And I didn't even realize that that was dysphoria until I went to see a psychiatrist. And she's a wonderful person. And she works with trans people. And she's like, you're just not being your authentic self. And I was like, okay. And she's like, who are you? And then I finally told her, look, I am Andrew. I am a man. And she's like, that's the reason why you're having such a hard time. You're depressed. You're anxious. She said, you're not being your authentic self. And after I came out, a lot of that was relieved. I still have a lot of dysphoria, but it's getting better, because I feel like I can stand up straight and face the world, and I know who I am, and it's okay that I am who I am. I don't have to hide it anymore. So yeah, dysphoria comes in a lot of different ways. Some people look in the mirror and see that other person that they're not supposed to be seeing, but like I said, when I looked in the mirror, I didn't see anything. I guess I was just shutting it out, that I really didn't see what I didn't want to see. I really thought that I was going to grow into this person that I wanted to be, and it didn't happen. And then after that, it just got worse. So yeah, dysphoria comes in many shapes, many sizes. Sometimes it'll be how you look at yourself in the mirror. Sometimes it'll be how you feel inside. Like sometimes when I put on certain clothes and they're clingy, I don't even have to be looking in the mirror. I can just feel like I have a figure I don't want to have. Some days are better than others. But yes, dysphoria is a real thing, and us trans people do have it. It's just that it's not probably what the normal person thinks of as dysphoria. I understood and believed in my heart and in my soul this was the person I was. I was a boy. I felt like that. Inside of this person, it was like wearing a suit. It was like wearing a costume for Halloween. I was going to unzip it, and underneath was going to be the person that I really was. That nobody got to see who I was because I was always being this other person. So yeah, it's very hard. And probably for a lot of us trans people, we go through depression and anxiety, and it comes out in all different ways. It can hurt in feelings, in sicknesses, in physical ailments, and yes, so hang in there. Definitely talk to a psychiatrist, because I did, and it was so wonderful that it really taught me that I wasn't crazy, that what I was feeling wasn't like this kid playing a story like they're going to be Spider-Man and one day you're going to grow out of it. It wasn't like that. It was like, I'm this other person on the inside. So yes. So I feel you out there for all you trans people. Hang in there. There'll be another day. Get through it. It'll be okay. I feel you. Much love. Bye.